Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? We rewrite the rules. The countdown has begun. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom. Hey, it's a Friday. 2 days left until we find out if the current choice for millionaire keeps that slot or trades it for what's behind door number 86. The 68th annual Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament is in its final hours. Anglers from most everywhere are hoping to bring a big fish that will weigh even a few ounces more than the 919-pounder. Wow. Currently in first place on the leaderboard. Beating that weight would not only make for a profitable adventure for those folks, but setting a new tournament record twice in the same year, the same week, would be downright remarkable. Boats are already heading to the Marlin waters offshore. Lines will hit the water at 9 o'clock this morning, with all lines out of the water at 3. Then the final day starts at 8 tomorrow morning and ends at 2. Going to be a long day and a half for some fishermen out there that I know of. My goodness, that is for sure. Good Friday morning. An exciting one it is. I'm Rayford Brown. This is live and local Real Talk. Feeling lucky, punk? Well, are you?
I'm lucky, maybe no. Happy, yes. Good morning, it's Friday, and that makes me so happy. And I'm Lee Barrows, and only 105 boats went out yesterday, Rayford, so a lot of them, more than half of them, took a lay day yesterday. But not much action, just a lot of, game fish, billfish. But no marlins came in yesterday.
Yeah. Well, they probably tagged some, I'm sure, right?
Yes, there was a lot of hook and release and hook and pulled hooked.
Yeah, well, the pull hook happens a lot to catch and release things.
Yes.
That's their choice to do that. And I'm
may have been too small,
Well, it's not only that, it's not going to be in the money while I bring it in.
That's right. It's too small.
When it looks like it's just, no, wait, let it stay there and grow up till next year or the year after. Or
right
whatever.
Now, the Marlin Fever is got the big one, 919.90, first place on the leaderboard for the Marlin. Mm-hmm. Overall billfish release is March Madness. They're in first there. The Fabulous Fisherman's Prize, of course, went to Marlin Fever.
Yeah.
Heaviest dolphin. Guess how much this dolphin weighed?
60-something pounds.
66.1.
You know how big that fish is?
Yeah.
Huge.
Yes.
That'd make a lot of food.
That's half my weight. Dock fees. The heaviest, dock fees was the boat that caught that one. The heaviest tuna was brought in by Watertight at 70.8 pounds. Mm-hmm. That was a huge tuna. That's a lot of eating.
That's chow, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The heaviest wahoo was by Magic Moment, 53.4 pounds.
Which is really light for a big wahoo.
Yes.
I think those things can grow and it's not unusual to get 70, 80, 90 pounders. Well,
I wish I had a list of the smallest ones. There was some come in and they were like this big. They were like a foot long. And I'm like, oh, cute.
We had a guy on board one day when we were fishing the Carter tournament, I think it was.
Yes.
And he had been running his mouth a lot, He's doing I got this, I bet. I'm just waiting till I get my hands on that big one. I got a big one coming in. So I've got a photograph of him with his big one. It's this long. Because it went back in the water. But he caught a Spanish about 4 inches long.
Oh, my gosh.
On a 4-inch, likely he was, it didn't have, but Clark spoon was probably 3 inches. Because that's what we fish with, big Clark spoon.
I hope today and tomorrow are replicas, repeats of the first of the week, because
it would be nice.
So exciting when you hear them call in. They go, "We boated, Randy, we boated one."
Yeah. So I it would be nice to see some nice fish brought in again.
Right.
And if somebody just at the last minute tomorrow up at like 1:30 hooks up, and they're waiting. And they're waiting on the radio, and they're waiting on the radio, and they're like, do you have it been? Yeah. How big is that? Well, we got him in the boat. We're checking him to see how big he is. How big do you think he is? That's going to be all. Everybody's going to be waiting and listening.
And it's so cool because when they'll radio in and they say, we have one on the hook, you can hear the crew screaming and yelling and so happy. And then when they boat them, I mean, you can hear the champagne corks popping on the boat. It's so cool.
When they get a big one.
I've been, I follow this religiously. I have it on all day long. And I'll read a lot of the comments coming in.
Yeah.
There's people from all over the world watching this.
Yes,
and I saw some comments, people saying that this is the best tournament ever. And some are saying that I'm new to this. This is awesome. And it's garnered a lot of views.
This tournament this year is the hugest. How's that for a new word?
The hugest, I like that.
The hugest going as far as I'm concerned. It's great. And I used to, well until we had the Cape Fear Marlin tournament.
Right.
It was never this big, but it was big. I went out on that one. I was invited to accompany the boats out on a couple of vacations. And I remember one morning I was up nice and early, and we had an airplane, and we flew out over a little bit offshore so I could get some of those boats coming out. Most of them left very early because they're headed for Marlin.
Yes.
And it was before daylight, well before daylight, but I was able to get out a few miles. I don't like flying in a single engine airplane very far offshore, but I did that day, several miles out there. So
be wearing a parachute, have a raft, my rubber ducky, everything. I mean,
I would just want a boat down below go pick my butt up.
Yes.
Parachute, that was the...
It would make me feel better.
That would be the second thing that... the second to the last thing I want to do.
It would make me feel better.
The last thing would be ditching in the water myself.
Yeah, well, no.
If I get in the water safely with a parachute, I can hang out there for a while. Believe me.
I will say, yesterday on their Facebook and on their website, they had a video that they had made, with using a drone of a line of boats going out. It was so cool to watch. So cool. I just felt like I was with them,
Yeah, I know.
It's so I know I'm a nerd, but I just love the big rock.
It was one of those things we talked about several times, taking my boat, going out there, and we always considered it too small until some of those guys in boats my size, 30 footers, and smaller. One year, who won it? Somebody in a 20-footer or whatever.
Didn't
somebody win the tournament a few years ago?
Yeah, smaller. It was a smaller.
I don't know how big.
I don't remember. So many facts and so many questions and so many answers and so much. There's been a lot of history made in this tournament.
I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, let's just suppose I got lucky. I don't think I can get a 900-pounder through my tuna door. Okay.
We'd be dragging him behind the boat.
No, we would. I have to get him in the boat. He's going to have to get in the boat one way or the other. We lassoed him, and but I just have to figure out how many people would it take to get this 900-pounder on the boat.
Well, they showed the day that the Marlin Fever backed into the dock.
Get him on the boat.
Great job. And the tail of the fish was hanging out the tuna door.
I understand.
The bill of the fish was up towards where you step up the steps to go up to the cabin. And I'm like, holy moly. So they had to get like 3 guys to pick up the front of it and scoot it up so they could get the tail out the door. And then George, and his crew, and they had a couple big guys that are board members come out there to help. They roped it, and then to help get it out.
So how would I do it?
It was like 3 or 4 pulling on the rope to yank it up.
How would I get him in the boat?
I don't know how they did what they did. That was a big fish.
It's a bigger boat.
Could you imagine?
How would I get that thing in my boat? Oh, my.
Could we lay him like crossways the back of your boat and just tie him down?
We got to get him in the boat.
Got to get him in the boat. Yeah, that's true. Got to get him in the
It's
boat.
going to take manpower to do this. That's all there is. Horsepower. Can we get a horse?
That's a half a ton you're trying to reel
Yes,
in.
it is.
Reel in. I don't know. Good question. You'd have to. Hopefully, it'd be on a day you had a bunch of young, strapping men on there with guns. With I'm talking arms. Yeah. Sorry, that one slipped.
Yeah.
With the big muscles.
I have the guns.
Yes. And help pull them in. So that would be.
Hey, boys, if we get this fish in, y'all get a big paycheck. I think the motivation would be there.
Look.
The adrenaline probably
Let me
would
be on there
kicking
and
in.
not just like, fellas, I'm going to go make the lemonade while you haul that thing in.
You won't be making lemonade.
Oh, I'd be standing there screaming, jumping up and
You
down.
won't
You
be making
know.
lemonade.
Yeah, well, that's to add to the
You
other.
won't be making lemonade.
To add to the other.
Okie dokie.
Oh,
Jacksonville's
my gosh.
police chief, as you've already heard,
Yes.
is moving on to greener pastures.
Bye.
By greener, I mean more lucrative.
I'm
The
disappointed
money,
by.
the green. Chief Jared Phelps has been on the job here in Jacksonville for about 2 years. His current $158,000 salary will shoot to $225,000 when he takes over in Boca Raton later this month. So before you jump up and down, scream and holler at him, that's like $75,000 plus $80,000, whatever it is. Difference in salary.
Yes.
And, over a period of a few years, even there, that's a lot of extra moolah.
Yes, it is.
And that goes towards your retirement too. The more you make, the more you earn in retirement time, right?
Right.
So you gotta take that and he's got kids. I think he's got kids getting ready to go into college if they're not already there. So there's an $80,000 a year extra.
Yes.
That will help.
Well, I hate to see him go.
I do too.
He's not been here very long. Nice man. We've had him in here several times.
Yes.
Very well educated. As far as I know, doing a great job. But this opportunity came across, and like you say, the
What would you
increase
do?
in, I'd be packing up and going too.
Yeah. Well,
Florida?
I'm diving gear. I mean, I could go diving in the mornings, chiefing in the afternoon, or chiefing in the morning and diving in the afternoon.
Pay raise
They got some- They
$75,000.
got some nice little reefs out there too with lobster on them.
Yes.
I've been on them.
And he may have had personal reasons also.
I don't know. Yeah.
And just wishing
80,000 personal reasons. Is enough.
he could have an elderly mother living down there that he wants to be near. We don't know.
Jacksonville is launching a search to replace Chief Phelps. In the meantime, Deputy Chief Ashley Weaver, she became Deputy Chief a few years ago.
Congratulations.
Will become the interim chief later this month, handling the day-to-day operations of the department.
Go, girl.
Congratulations to interim chief almost. I think she takes over like 25th or 6th or something
All
like
right.
that. Some is Chief Phelps is out, so we'll see how things go.
Yes.
But,
yes.
I know she's
That's
been
pretty
on
cool.
call a number of times. That's good. It's
Well,
really good.
our former police chief, I was talking to him
Yeah,
a couple of days ago, and I said,
city councilman.
"You want to give up that retirement and go back?"
No, can't do that. No.
I'm a city councilman. I said, "Well, we can fix that too."
Why would you work for free?
Let's go.
Why would you
Yeah.
work for free?
Yeah, there's once you're in that system retired, it's a whole new ball game, and But I said, "Well, can you go back on an advisory role?" I was trying everything.
Well,
everything.
On council, he is still
Yes.
advisor to
Right.
whatever.
Right.
So I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure that will.
He was.
happen.
He just got real quiet. It's easier for him to get quiet than to say, "Would you stop?" But
That's a cop thing.
he was police chief for a very long time here in Jacksonville.
Came in here about 2002 or something like that.
Something like that.
So-
I don't know. But speaking of the former chief or city councilman Mike Yanero, I got to send out some special thanks to some people. Mike Yanero, our city councilman, Tim Foster, chairman of the Board of County Commissioners, our our Assistant City Manager, Anthony Prince, and from the school administration, Dr. Gardner.
Okay.
And I do want to say thank you very much. The flag situation at the Jack Amiette Recreation Park has been resolved.
Yay!
And the flags should be going, you should be seeing them very, very soon. They're going to start with the American flag, of course, and the state flag. And there's talk about adding the city of Jacksonville flag out there.
Mhm.
And I was like, can we add the Marine Corps flag for the Ospreys? And they were like, no, let's just start with the American flag first. Let's get that up. But everything has been resolved. It seemed like there was a huge
Communication screw up.
communication screw up. But
It's usually the case.
Dr. Gardner said, you know we want a flag up there. We're all for having a flag up there. Yes, we've got to have a flag up there.
Uh-huh.
So, from my understanding, the school system was caught unaware. They didn't know. Nobody had contacted them and said, hey, why can't we put the flag up or whatever? There were some communication gaps there, and that's all it was.
Everybody was doing their job
That's
as
right.
prescribed by rules and regulations.
That's right.
That's the whole point.
Oh,
Now,
and a special shout out and thank you to our one and only, our most favorite sports editor, Chris Miller,
Yeah.
because he was right there with me and helped. So it's been resolved. Much respect to everyone involved in
good
it.
for you.
Y'all did a great job.
Well,
Thank
good-
you very much.
Good for you for taking that bull by the horns
Yeah.
and beating the crap out of it. And then we had some steak.
It was put into my lap by one of our favorite people.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I'm on it.
Yeah.
But no, special thanks to Chris Miller, too, for his help.
Yeah.
His
Well,
help.
it's it was nothing sinister anywhere.
No, it was not.
It was a thing.
It was just one of those things
A
that
thing.
happened,
And
fell into a huge hole.
the thing has been unthinged.
This side didn't know that this side didn't know, and this side, nobody, I don't know what happened. I've heard different versions.
Doesn't matter.
but
Situation resolved. Right?
it's resolved. Who cares? That's right. We've got, it's going to be a flag up there
There
soon.
you go. Let's roll.
So we can drop hashtag Flaggate. It's all taken care of. But special thanks to all those people. They, yesterday I got call after call after call, and I'm like, look, I wasn't trying to start a war.
Yes, you were.
I was just wanting to flag
You were
up.
hoping you could start a war. I mean, you have an ulterior motive and everything.
No,
You really want to see a war.
I grew up
You and the
here.
president.
I'm the daughter of a Marine, and I grew up here in Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
It's my home. This is home of
Yeah.
a military base or veterans,
Oh,
and
man.
you get teary-eyed just like I do
What?
whenever they're doing like the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem, taps, anything.
I get bugs in my eyes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's talk about this stuff called weather. This rain forecast. I might kind of make clear. You're no meteorologist. I'm no meteorologist.
Mm-mm.
We don't call for anything. We don't say. We don't predict. We don't do that. We may, when hurricanes are coming around, we may play games like the spaghetti models do.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
throw
we-
the spaghetti on the wall.
We play games just about like they do, but
Mhm.
it's a game at that point
Yes.
in time. But I always insist the only thing we're going to do, and for real stuff, whatever the National Weather Service and the National Hurricane Center is calling for,
That's
their
right.
forecast is their forecast. They're more
That's right.
accurate than we will ever be.
That's right. Exactly.
So we're not. We can report on what they say, but all we do is we get our info from them.
That's right.
Okay. I can tell you what some of this stuff from them means for boaters out there in the ocean because I have been one of those a lot. And I know when you read this stuff here, I know what kind of impact it's going to have on
Right.
people out there in that ocean. So I like the marine forecast. And it's the reason I've been doing that since day one around here. But it's not my forecast. It's the National Weather Service. Southwesterly flow we've been dealing with will continue through today. There will be times when the winds will be brisk and there's an increasing chance of overnight thunderstorms. We've got that increasing chance of overnight thunderstorms and some daily systems too, beginning tomorrow. A little, and that's.
Right.
But the good thing is that will be after most of the big rock stuff is over with. So hopefully, even the small boats will be able to get out there today. Altitude 60 nautical miles. Southwesterly winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts to 25. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Tomorrow, southwesterly winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. There's a slight chance of thunderstorms on Saturday offshore. A chance of showers mainly in the morning.
Yes.
Sunday, southwesterly winds 10 to 15 knots, increasing to 15 to 20, with gusts to 25 in the afternoon. Seas 2 to 4 feet. There is a chance of showers and thunderstorms on Sunday.
Today, sunny and hot with a high near 98. Heat index values as high as 107.
That's just ridiculous.
I
This
agree.
is June. It's not July or August.
Southwest wind 68 miles per hour. A little bit of wind there to help cool you down.
Typical.
Tonight, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Slight. Partly cloudy with a low around 74. Saturday, showers and thunderstorms are likely. Chance of precipitation is at 60% right now. Partly sunny with a high near 96.
Oh,
Heat index values as high as 106. Saturday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy with a low around 73. And Sunday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Partly sunny with a high near 94. So if you need to mow this week, you better do it this morning.
yep.
This morning.
Then you can watch that grass grow.
Yeah. You know what? My front yard has not grown. My backyard, for some reason now, I've got a patch of clover and a patch of those, what are those tall, skinny things that just pop up with
Trees.
a little, no, weeds, but yeah, it's just patches of them. But other than that, I still haven't finished putting my fence around the garden because I go out there and start sweating. I'm too old to sweat anymore, Rayford.
Ladies
I go
don't
in.
sweat, they glisten.
Well, I'm too old to glisten.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't have to do this anymore. So I go back in the house.
There you go. Well, I went out yesterday
nap.
because you saw a trailer out there, right?
Yes.
Loaded with lumber.
Yes.
Sunday afternoon.
Sunday
We're
afternoon.
rebuilding a deck. Don't even talk about it.
94.
Because I won't have a big old electric power saw thing and we're out there chopping wood to whatever lengths I'm told to chop them.
I love mine. Mine's a desktop, and mine is a circular saw. Man, that thing is so quiet. So it just
Call it
hums.
chop saw. It's just right.
It's so smooth. I love mine.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to Lowe's and buy something like that than go shopping for girl stuff. I love Lowe's. Oh, I'm sorry. I love the hardware stores.
Yes.
I love those big box stores. I'd love to go see what new they have. What have they created now that you can buy that does everything?
Have you
So fascinating.
Have you looked at something called TEMU yet?
Yes.
Once you look at it one time, you get a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of good stuff on there. At
I
least
have gotten
they tell me
stuff.
it's good stuff. I've never bought anything. I don't think.
I
so.
got on I got on a thing there for a while. I was hooked on it for a while. But Rayford, I have bought some really nice stuff from there that's really, really cheap. And I have bought some stuff from there that when I opened it, I just threw it in the trash can because it was beyond cheap.
Yep.
And it's all what you order, but I have gotten some really cute things from there. It is cheap.
I've, when I get all my other stuff done, I keep getting it. And the stuff is enticing, but I don't have time to explore it.
Right.
Not yet. When I get the projects done that I've got to work, that I'm working on.
Is it where you bought those new high-pressured water nozzles?
That was a straight off
Did you
of
see-
the TV. Yes, I saw that.
Did you see what I sent you? I had tested one because you got 4. And so I took it home and I said, okay, let me hook it up.
How did that work out for you?
I was more wet
That's what I
than
said.
the yard was. Because you're right, where you screw it onto your water hose and there's a wash in there, it comes out like crazy.
This was a
I had
jet
hold on.
something.
Yeah.
I got 4 of them. I ordered 1, ended up with billing for 4, And this magic wand is a
That's what you want to call it.
piece of junk. But down here where the hose goes in, where you put the hose in, screw the hose in,
Yes.
this is just a filler here. Put this, it leaks like a,
I was having to hold my hand around it,
trying to keep the water
trying to
in.
keep it sprayed me. I was soaked when I came in. I was like,
This
I
is
give this one a big
this is the
fail.
one that they use on those wet T-shirt contests. They hand each contestant one of these, and they
Turn the
will be
water on.
soaking wet in just about 2
oh, I'm gonna
seconds.
tell you, it. You know what? And I mean, it's not. Some of these pieces on here aren't cheap, but it's. And then you have this little handle that you turn. You once you get
That's
it
the
on.
valve, yeah.
Yeah, it's a valve, and you cut the water on and off, but it doesn't make any difference because all the water's coming out here, and it's like faceful. And then the high pressure spray, my water hose has better pressure than this thing. Yeah. So I did the review on it, and I sent you
Yep.
my review, and yeah,
Do
was,
not buy
that
it.
was a big fail.
And it was a scam because they charged me for the first one, and then I looked at the bank account and they charged me for a second order for 3 more, and the 3 cost more each than the one that I
Of
bought.
course, that's the
So I
way
ended
it
up with a
works.
package of 4, and it took me
Yes.
6 weeks to get them here from China.
Yeah, well, Rayford, anything you order these days is from China anyway. So, but and
No.
people talk about ordering from Temu, it's China,
Yeah,
but so is everything else. Go to Amazon, order something, get it home, open it up, look at the packaging.
Well,
China.
These people
Yeah.
had, unfortunately for them,
Sure.
they had on their billing thing with
Right.
my Wells Fargo account, it has their telephone number.
Yes.
And I rang them up. I said, "Where's my package?" And I did not order 4. I ordered 1. Well, we said here's it. We got it. You confirmed it. Yada yada yada. Well, it made me mad because I paid for it with PayPal, and PayPal said there's nothing we can do about that. And I said, "Okay, well, we're done. We're done."
Right,
That's how
right.
fast it takes me to operate
Yes.
on things. So, but anyway, so I started dealing with the company direct every 2 days.
Right.
So they have a file because they had a big file on me.
Well, I bet they did.
No,
If this
they got
man
a file on
calls,
me. Yeah, and
hang up quick.
No, they can't hang
Block
up
his
quick 'cause
number.
I got them. So anyway, I worried them to death. So at the end of 6 weeks, I think it was Saturday, because they're open on Saturdays, dummies. And I called them and they said, "Okay, Mr. Brown, we see here, and yes, you haven't gotten it, and yes, somebody told you that it was already on the way, but no, it wasn't even in the country." They acknowledged all of that, and I verified it with the post office first before I hit them, and they acknowledged all of that, and so therefore they said, "We will refund your money. It will be in your account in 1 hour," and it was, and then that was on Saturday. And then on Monday, these 4 things came in. I said, "Dadgummit." So I started to put return to shipper, but I hadn't seen it. That I didn't know for sure what was inside. I took one out. I tried it out, and I said, "Yeah." And then I called them.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Listen, it came in. 4 of them came in. Yes, I got my money back. Thank you. You acted very professionally, and I got all that done. Now, if you'll send me a return authorization, I will be happy to send these back. Mr. Brown, you can do with those whatever you would like." In other words, this is a warehouse in the United States. They didn't want that crap back.
I think we should give the remainder away as free go. So
How
let's
much-
ask a question.
No.
They be calling us the
No.
next day going like,
No.
Yeah. The only reason why I would even probably I'm going to keep the one that I reviewed, and I'm going to take the pieces and parts off
I'm
of
going
it
to do that
and
make
put them
something
in
with
a bucket, because you could use those pieces and parts for something. You'll find a use for them, definitely. But yeah, my big review on that was 0.
I mean,
it was horrible.
It is horrible. It's the worst thing I've seen.
Glad
And
my
it was
neighbors
not
weren't
cheap.
home. I'm glad my neighbors weren't home, because I was like, son of a.
$34 for one.
Yes.
$34
Oh my gosh.
for one of that thing. And
That's a third of what I paid for a pressure washer,
but
right?
when you look at it, or the way they do it on TV, I can clean the barnacles off a boat.
Yeah. I've seen those commercials.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
AI. All right, another day, another big, beautiful deal with Iran.
I just don't even want to talk
My
about
turn. This is a my turn moment.
this. You go
How
ahead.
long? This big, beautiful deal with Iran. How long before the shooting starts? Anybody want to get into the pool?
I say by Sunday afternoon.
Sorry, but I really can't get excited about claims that all is well until one, gas prices drop dramatically down to $1.79. Okay, that's what I want to see.
Okay.
Number two, supermarkets will stop offering second mortgage loans on your house so you can do your shopping.
Buy steak.
Number three, the price for a cucumber is less than 10 cents. Not $1 or $1.10.
It's ridiculous. Have you tried to buy a cantaloupe lately?
No, I won't. 4, 2-liter drinks return to 99 cents each, with specials having them for cents. It wasn't that long ago when that was the case. You know that, right?
Right,
Okay.
right.
Eggs, 59 cents a carton. That's when I will know that this crap is working. And I want to know who. Some fat cat getting fatter, a group, the drug cartels come to mind, perhaps a country. The list starts in my mind with China, includes Russia, North Korea, and California. Why and who is responsible for all of this stuff in the first place? Can you imagine? Just for a minute, we talk about taxes and the property taxes and stuff like that. That's kind of like big news and a real personal topic of mine, right?
Right.
Can you imagine how much money the taxpayers of Onslow County and Jacksonville and all of the other municipalities who get double slapped, by the way, would save if the price of gas for the coming year drops dramatically like it should? A lot. Yes, I trust that local governments everywhere who have budgets due in less than 3 weeks have already prepared their budgets based on extravagant gas prices that we currently have. They would be stupid not to put that in their budgets. Okay. Folks from the county and from Jacksonville say that they spend a fortune on gas for all of the vehicles and various equipment that requires gasoline or diesel to get their wheels turning. We heard them say that sitting right in here. The price of gas is causing us to have to raise the budget, increase the budget, right?
Right.
So a savings on gas,
I see where you're
a
going.
huge savings on gas
where you're going.
should equal a reduction in our tax rate based upon everything we've been told, even if it's in the middle of the tax year. Would that not be proper? Or would they just find a place to spend it, the extra savings?
I would love to see it.
You're not counting on it, are you?
No.
These conflicts cost all of us a lot of money. Ships on position to enforce a blockade, planes and helicopters flying around 24 hours a day to make sure bad actors aren't pulling one on us. Not to mention the bombs, the missiles, and the drones we've been sending to Iran. Not sure what got now. When I say we're sending all that to Iran, they go boom when they get there, so they can't use them for anything. Not sure what kind of deal the president is making with the radical elements of the Iranian government. You've read it. I haven't. You told me not to read it. I'm not counting on anything long-lasting coming out of it.
I'm not either.
With all of the other announcements of a great peace agreement, excuse me for my pessimism, world peace, a dream that is too good to be true, doesn't happen. We're in this one for the forever haul, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, we've made our place. We've said that, and Iran, it's Iran's fault on this one because they decided they're going to take over the Strait of Hormuz, and that is the most important. I think the most important. I will say that, but one of the most important gateways from that part of the world to this part of the world for stuff that we need. It's a major route for oil. Even for the oil, that Iran pumps. Iran's pumped so much oil they don't have a way to get it to their destinations because we've stopped them from shipping stuff by ocean. So they have a problem. Other countries are having a problem because they're not getting the oil that they were promised.
Well, Raver, I will tell you that being I didn't have internet again at the house this morning, couldn't watch the news.
That's Trump's fault. That he did that, and he does it
What is up
periodically.
with Spectrum lately? I'm sorry, Spectrum, but I'm putting you on the.
I saw
on the
them.
line right
Where
here.
did I go yesterday? I saw them working up, but I mean they are working in a lot of
Yes,
places.
yes.
They're trying to
Well, I woke up at
beef
4
up their
this.
stuff.
I woke up at 4 this morning and no internet, and thank goodness I had my cell phone, which I have alarms set on it to wake me up. But my Alexa and all my other stuff that runs off the internet, I got no wake up alarms this morning because they were offline. But my cell phone woke me up. And don't tell me to get a wind up manual clock. No. Do they even make those anymore?
I don't know. They used to call the one that I had was named Baby Ben. I bought it for $3
Wow.
in Sneed's Ferry at Lucas
Baby
store. Believe it
Ben.
or not, you don't remember the Lucas store, but anyway, we were there. I saw this clock. It had two big bells on the top of it,
Uh-huh.
and they called it not Big Ben, but Baby Ben. I bought that thing and I used it for ham radio.
Right.
You had to wind it up every day.
Right. Yes.
But
I have one of those.
I had it out there. I would take it out to the shack,
Right.
which was outside. Inside, I'd set the alarm and get up at 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock, whatever time the bands were opening up for whatever band I was to operate. Get up, take that with me. And I had several people to say they could hear that thing ticking in the background.
Let me tell
it just
you.
goes tick.
We lived over there in Wolf Swamp, right across from there. And of course, the bedroom was on the second floor. And I had to wind up, ass back up. The first morning that thing went off, scared me so bad. I got up and threw it out the second floor window. You know what its name was? Bye Bye Baby. Because let me tell you what, that was enough. It scared me so bad. It was so loud.
Well, that's all right.
It went out the window.
So, folks, I want to hear from you. The phones are. We need to just check and be sure, absolutely sure.
Uh-oh. Oh, there you go.
That's one. Actually, it's line 2. Line 1. Both lines are working. That means
There
you
you
can
go.
call us
There
at
you can call us.
910-333-0139. And for your
Correct.
purposes, the same number works for both lines.
That's right.
910-333-0139.
I'll throw it out there right now. Congratulations to our Carolina Hurricanes. They won last night.
Yay,
So it's
good.
tied 2-2.
I
And they go to Vegas next. Go back to Vegas for the next game. And like Chris corrected me yesterday, thank you. It's the best it's the best out of 7. I was thinking 5.
It's like the World Series. Is
Yeah,
what you're
this
saying.
will never end.
Well, after 7 games.
But, last night I had just looked at the score, turned around, walked over to the radio, said the score is 0-0. And Randy goes, no, I need to correct you. It's 0-1. It's 1-0 now. In just that few seconds, score, So anyway, it was another good game last night. I like watching those guys smack each other with their sticks.
We were on ham radio last night. It was a lot of local guys, people talking about it, and most of them have not been big fans or hockey fans. That's not one of the things
I never was until
we
now.
do. But they're all interested in what the Hurricane do because they're local. They're North Carolina. That's the same kind of spirit, and I'm interested in them winning. I'm not going to sit there and watch
You get hooked on it.
But I'm just interested in them winning because, from North Carolina. And that's what I harp on about, like the schools here in Oslo County, the high schools.
Yes.
When we get towards the end of the season, and we got one of the schools, if it's Northwoods, if it's North Side, whoever
Timmy calling.
whoever it is, then we I say we support whoever's leading, because this is Onslow County.
Yeah, we love all the schools.
We want them all.
love all
we
our
want
schools.
them all to win.
We are alumni, Jacksonville High School, so that's why you see us. That's our number one love. That's our
Happy
top.
weekend, Timmy. How you doing, Timmy T?
I'm good. Go Wildcats. There's always next year. That's all I can say. I've said it for years, I guess.
Yeah, well,
But,
we'll give them a chance if they want to come over to our stadium.
yeah, I
give 'em a
appreciate
chance.
it, Lee. My God, in fact, I'll pay for the gas. I swear.
We'll buzz them over.
I had to call. Have you talked about the Big Rock tournament yet?
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Is Fender Bender still number 2?
Let me look real quick. I have it right
Somewhere
here.
down to
They are
600
still
pounds.
number 2 with 644.10 pounds.
Yeah, he was number 2 last time I checked.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody beat him out or not.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
That's a good.
he is-
That's a good weight and good position for him.
Free
Yeah,
Ranger
yeah.
tried hard, but it didn't happen.
Yeah. Well, he's my boss.
Is he down?
What?
Yeah. Chris Sherritt is my boss.
Well, ask Chris about
Yeah,
getting borrow some
yeah.
money. I need a little bit of money.
No, ask him. Can we get on board next year? At least one day. I'll
Well,
cook.
I'll
Whatever.
ask him. I don't get to see him that often, but yeah, I just want to throw that in there. I work for him. Work with him is what we call it. I
Yeah.
work with him.
Yeah.
Is
Well, that's
what we say.
You need to
that's
have
what
him
my dad
call
used to
in.
say. He said, "Nobody works for me." He said, "We all work
Yeah.
together."
We want
Yeah.
him to call in. We want to hear about his experience.
Yep. Next week, I'd like to talk to him one morning. If he can either. Where does he live?
He lives at Riceville Beach.
Okay, he can call in and we can
Yeah.
chat. I'd love to chat about this whole tournament next week
We
with
won't
him.
let that interfere,
Yeah.
Riceville.
Well, I'll let him know. I'm up for a raise anyway. Maybe he'll give me one.
There you go.
See, this could benefit everybody.
Just let me know so we can talk to him and don't call out of the clear blue. We just need to have a time
Yeah.
set. We'll schedule it. Okay.
Okay. I'll ask him and see what he says.
Okay.
He's a busy guy, man. He does fishing tournaments all over the world.
Well, that's good.
Now he is a very busy guy at work too. I mean, he's got a lot going on. He's got 3 companies that
Mhm.
Well,
he
we got
takes care of.
we got 2 hours in the morning and it starts early. So
Yep.
I'm sure he can figure out a time to get it in. How's that?
I'll see. I'll ask him.
All right.
I'll
That'd be fun.
If I have to talk to him a few minutes about you're on there. You got to calm down. So he gets excited.
Well, I kind of want the excitement. I just don't want the.
Right. You know what I'm saying.
I don't want that
Yeah,
coming out. So yeah, we'll chat.
Yeah, he gets excited.
We can do it.
But yeah, I'll ask him
Okay.
if he would, and but yeah, I was proud of him. I sent him a little text. So I was proud of him, man.
Aw.
And I told him just like I said, that 1,000-pounder's out there somewhere waiting.
Yes,
on
it
him.
is.
Go get it. And I said, Doctor, you remember Dr. Gaganin,
Yes,
the eye doctor?
yes, I do.
And if you ever went in his office, all those fish you had in there, and that's what he used to say. There's a 1,000-pounder out there somewhere.
There is.
We just got to get him.
Well, they've. His daddy has been called 1,228 pounds. Was called some time ago, 2008. I think that's still the record for North Carolina.
Yep. But I just I thought the guys that did the 919. I thought, oh man, they got it, and they might hit the 1,000 when they waited. It was 919 pounds.
My guess was 819 when they brought it in because, a bunch of us nerds, we get on there and we start putting in what we think the weight is.
I could have sat
And-
there on the scales with him, held on to him.
When that thing came in and I
Oh.
looked at it, I was like, maybe I need to bump it up another $100. And, little did I know it was going to be 919. It was something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting on that 1,000-pounder. That's what I'm waiting on.
Man, that happens.
One
Lord
day
have
somebody's
mercy.
gonna get it.
Yeah,
But I'll let y'all. Yeah, go ahead.
It'll be coming in for sure, no doubt about that.
Oh yeah. But y'all have a good day.
Jimmy, you be safe
All right,
out there on the
thanks, y'all.
roads. Wonderful.
Yeah. All right, bye.
All right, bye.
Yeah,
Okay, we got as you were, sir.
as you were. It's ours? Oh, okay.
We
He
got
just brought
something
us
here. Good.
in.
We got Sergeant Major Mayfield
Yes, it's a
here.
proclamation.
He doesn't have all of his attire this morning. What
I
is
know,
that?
I didn't recognize
What's
him at
going on
first.
here? He came in incognito. It looks like. Do we have somebody else out there behind you? Okay. So we got the gate open too. So
Yeah, let me just in case.
he's
they
coming
don't.
in. No, it's
Oh, there it is.
okay. Now we got the gate closed.
You got another seat. Hey, good morning.
Roberto Lopez. Sir, how are we doing?
Come on in. Let's see. We get you situated right there.
I always told you he's another bobblehead.
We get you. Come on up to the microphone there, Sergeant Major.
See?
It works better when you talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
it does, right?
Come on in.
Okay, can some more? Good.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Sergeant Major Mayfield, how are you, sir?
I am outstanding. Where's my
Where are you going?
What I do with it?
You looking for this?
Yeah. Oh, you got it. Okay.
Could you pass that
That's for
along?
you. That's for
Okay.
you. Please read it. That's how fun.
I can't read. What is this about? Tell me what it's about first.
Okay. It's the Judo Jones. We're using, we have our patriotic tribute and ceremony of the ashes.
Mm-hmm.
We're again recognizing Judo Jones from a history perspective, but mainly we're recognizing veterans, we'll recognize the wives, we'll recognize family members, etc., that have fallen. And we'll be going to Arlington. We'll do our wreath laying here today. Then we're going to head out to site. And 13:15 tomorrow, 1:15 tomorrow, we lay that wreath at the Tomb of the Unknowns in Arlington National Cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll move on from there to all the other shrines that we go to. Obviously, being Marines, we're going to go to the wall. I'm going to go to the wall. He's going to do his Beirut thing here. And we'll end up at the Iwo Jima Memorial, and that'll take care of our ceremony of the ashes. So
Yeah.
consecrate them. If anyone wants to get a luminary, we would be at the Memorial Gardens here in Jacksonville. We'll be there at 17:30, 5:30 after work hours.
Today.
We'll be in place from 5:30 until 5:50. If anyone wants to come in and get a luminary done at that time, we will go and take care of that. That's an admin time. From 5:50 to 1800, that's when the ceremony starts. We walk, we don't talk, we go from shrine to shrine. We pass through them. Once we've done to the end of it, we do the ceremony of the ashes, which is to burn and concentrate these luminaries. We won't do them all, obviously, fire hazard. So symbolically, we will do that, but we'll burn them later out at another place. And then once that's done, we'll get out of our gear down for a hot minute. Then the next thing you know, we'll be like 2200 tonight. We will point ourselves towards Quantico. We'll check in at Quantico at the end up there, get some sleep. 13:15, or was really about 12:15 the next day. We will then go to the Tomb of the Unknowns. We'll get our orientation, let us know what we need to do, how to do what you need to do. And you guys, we got to put together excursion and take some folks there to see what happens up in the nation's capital when we do this. It's a beautiful thing to deal with. I mean, it really is. So we take care of that, move from that point, and any other shrines we want to deal with,
Very nice.
And there's you've got a proclamation from the city of Jacksonville.
Proclamation from the
Mayor
city of
Sammy
Jacksonville, from
Phillips.
Mayor Sammy Phillips, and we are so proud of that. And
That's good. Right here.
Very nice.
And we have what is this gentleman's name over here? Humberto.
Yes.
Humberto.
Like the hurricane?
There was two of them.
Hurricane, remember?
Yeah,
I remember.
we remember.
Hurricane named Humberto.
Yes.
Hurricane Humberto.
Yeah, you were with us last year. About
Yes, I was.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been here.
Yeah, remember Humberto was was a lightweight judo champion that I coached.
Very nice.
Did he call you a lightweight?
Yes, he called me a lightweight. He always does.
Sometimes that cannot be nice, can it?
It's all right.
Hey, I was only 139 pounds, so get up there, dude.
Well, you weighed more than I did when I was in high school. I got out of high school and I weighed 128 pounds.
I hear you.
6 feet 2 inches tall.
Dang.
I was about that.
You were like a weed.
I could not float in the water. I can tell you that. I
It was
tried.
like a rock. You
Yeah,
stick
I
to the
did.
bottom.
Well, that's still me. You know.
That's the
How did
reason
you
I-
end up going into the Coast Guard then?
Well, you don't have to float. You got to swim.
You should know how to float if you're in the Coast Guard.
Why?
That's part of swimming.
No, it's not. I did I
couldn't
did
float, so I joined the
survival
Coast Guard.
floating. I can float by doing survival.
Yeah, okay. I
You
couldn't float.
did you guys have to do that? Survival?
Water survival training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you stay in place without moving? Could you stay in place with your legs tied and your hands tied?
Yes.
Good. There's a technique there that's easy to use. And all you do is sit there and take a breath of air,
No,
drop your head back in the water. You will not sink as long as you got air in your lungs.
no, there's a better technique than that.
Don't go in the water.
See, I was going to ask him. I was going to say to him,
that's right.
Are you getting in the air?
He does not do water. That's right. I remember
He
that.
doesn't do water.
I'd
does
be all
not
up
do
on
water.
you, I'd be all up on you like an octopus, buddy.
Wrap those tentacles around you. Oh my goodness.
We're gonna float all right.
You know what happens when somebody does that to me?
I don't know.
I just sink.
I don't care.
And then they turn loose
Exactly.
because they don't want to go down there where I'm going. See,
Okay.
y'all calm down and I'll be right back. But in the meantime, just
No,
I'll
it's
be
one-
out of your way.
Trust me. It's one thing to hold your breath. It's another thing to get choked. Oh, you get me to the top. When I put a choke on you, gonna take me to the top.
I gotta feel the water the water down below where you won't be wanting to
I
do
know.
anything except get up.
Oh, it's an equalizer. That's for sure.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's like Samuel Colt said at one time, or they said about Samuel Colt.
Okay.
God created man equal. Samuel Colt made one superior.
Now,
Always like that.
Oh, yeah.
is it this weekend you're going to DC?
We're doing.
You're
You're gonna be there next week on the
And then we
18th?
do that next week on Thursday. Then next week, that's when Major Capers gets his medal.
Right.
Right. And do you know that the following day on Friday, he will be going to the Pentagon to be inducted, to be put on the wall at the Pentagon
Really?
I would think so.
the next day.
That's
Yep.
I would
Yep.
think so. It's a perfect
That's good.
opportunity. I would.
Got the scoop yesterday.
I'd do it too.
And it's
Yes.
on June 19th.
Hmm?
And it's on
Well,
June
it's
19th.
Yes.
Juneteenth.
So very good. I didn't even think about that.
With Juneteenth.
Excellent.
Which,
Oh, that all worked well together. Yeah, but it's
the best way to
1600 on Thursday for the presentation ceremony from the president. So for his Medal of Honor.
Somebody said the other day, I heard on one of the radios over there, said, that's, military time. No, it's not military time.
It's 24-hour clock
Yeah, that's
time.
right. There's a lot of people use that other than the military.
Yes, they do.
Well, I just went ahead and just put it out there 1600 because
Yeah.
I'm sitting here,
And
Any other time I'd say 4 p.m.
Go ahead and work this
Go
out.
ahead and work it out because
Yeah.
he's going to go 1600. I'm like, okay.
in Europe, it is a common thing. That's the
Right.
way
Right.
they do it.
Yes.
24-hour clock.
Yeah. In other countries.
You ever do a 24-hour clock on your watch?
I have.
And then you go, what?
I don't. I recognize it very
Yeah,
easily.
I mean, I know, but you're so used to
I-
it being one
I
way.
had
And,
two clocks at one time,
yes.
and they were both 24 hours. One of them was a GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, because that's the way we log over here.
Right.
And the other one was on whatever the local
Right.
time was at the time.
Right.
And the clock finally bit the dust, went away, so I
Yeah,
haven't replaced it.
yeah.
Now I've got stuff over
It
there
went
that does it
bye-bye, Ben,
automatically.
too.
Yeah, it went bye-bye. But
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby Ben.
yeah. So, well, anyway, so you guys got you ready to roll?
Oh yeah, we're getting some rest here for a hot minute or 2
Mhm.
Take care of all the other goodies we have to do.
We're home.
All right, come on here.
Come on then.
Yeah. Take care of all the goodies we have to do and get ourselves on the road and make sure that occurs. Number one, make sure home is taken care of.
Yeah.
Make sure home base is done. Folks here, if they want to get a part, be a part of it, come on out, be a part of it. That's the thing. Don't hesitate. Don't think about it because it's going to happen now. You don't know if your next breath of air is promised to you, as I said before. So get her done.
Yeah. Get her done, bud.
Get
Get
her
her
done right
done.
now.
I want to tell you, guys, you came in at a great time because we have another special guest in here today. I've heard him do this before.
Sergeant Major Mayfield.
Sergeant
Sergeant
Lopez.
Lopez.
George Lambermeyer.
George Lambermeyer.
Mr.
Myers.
What he's going to do.
And you going over to the stand-up mic there, girl?
I'm
Okay,
going somewhere.
You're going to go, there's
I can sit right here.
No, you.
Wait, do you need me on the stand-up mic?
No, you're fine. Right now, you're fine.
You sit up.
George is,
No.
what year did you graduate? Was it 66?
65.
65. I thought you were a year ahead of me. So thank God I got somebody in here older than me.
Older than a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, we got our reunion tomorrow. And there are a whole lot fewer of us than the 220s that we had graduating. And I looked down the list of, they're not here anymore. It's scary.
Oh, I like it. We've lost about a
Come on close. There you go.
We've lost about a third of our class.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So it looks like we didn't have that many. For some reason, the classes that year, we were there, which was the strange thing, because we just went over there the first year that location was. It was a weird thing. So we only had like 215 or 20 or something like that. We had a lady in here yesterday. She's a graduate of Jacksonville, but she also just graduated from North Carolina State University. From Jacksonville now. We got some smart people here, at least one. But she was out of 10,000, 9,990 some graduates from that class this spring. She was the top person for all 4 years at state.
Whoa.
How do you get to be that smart?
I don't know, Ray. I've got a grandson that's been accepted at NC State under the honors program.
Uh-huh.
He is a whiz kid. He's a nice kid too.
Yeah.
But he's going off to that program, and he is just excited. And I'm happy for him.
Oh, I am too. Good for him. Did you see my fender over there hanging? That's a Wolfpack fender. Did you know that?
No.
Boats. I've got 4 of those. 4 of them showed up. I bought all 4.
His mother was a state graduate. He got all that from her, I'm sure, not me.
He must read a lot of books, that's why.
Yeah.
He does.
He does.
He's a very intelligent young man.
George is here, gentlemen. Attention to orders. Oh, got his attention with that, didn't I? See, you see the Sergeant Major? He popped right up there. He's heard that one before. He reacts in a hurry. You know, I used to do wedding photography, right? I did over 400 weddings when I was doing that. And I had one at Camp Lejeune, I'll never forget, in a military type. Had a bunch of young guys in there, of course, as part of the event. And they were just, I'm saying, okay, fellas, we got to get together here. We need everybody together. And they wouldn't do anything. And I hollered at 10 Hut, and they talk about straightened up, and had been consuming by that time anyway. But they all came to attention, and they did exactly what I wanted them to do.
There you go.
Now I'm in charge.
And now, carry on, right?
Now
That's
go
back to partying.
But anyway, gentlemen, George here has got something I heard again the other day. That's not the first time I've heard you do this, but it was very moving, and I want you to do it again.
Reverend, I would be delighted.
I want you to do it again. These gentlemen will love it.
Well,
Would you like to stand at the stand-up microphone to do this? Are you going to do the pledge to go with it? We're going to have to be standing up when you get to that point in time.
indeed.
So,
Okay.
gentlemen,
Perfect time.
the timing is perfect. It's 0800, which is absolutely the perfect time.
Yep.
Right over here,
As
sir.
a former sergeant of Marines, I have not forgotten that.
Damn.
You know the deal. All right.
You give the orders, sir. This is George Lambermeyer, folks. It's 8 a.m. in
Good
10
morning.
seconds. And you
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a toast to the most glorious emblem that has ever waved over the land of the free and the home of the brave, our flag. Here's to the red of it. There's not a thread of it, no, nor a shred of it in all the spread of it from head to foot. But heroes bled for it, faced steel and lead for it, precious blood shed for it, bathing it red.
Here's to the white of it. Thrilled by the sight of it, who knows the right of it, but feels the might of it through day and night. Womanhood's care for it made manhood dare for it. Purity's prayer for it keeps it so white. Here's to the blue of it, beauteous view of it, heavenly hue of it, star-spangled dew of it, constant and true. Diadems gleam for it, state stands supreme for it. Liberty's beam for it brightens the blue. Here's to the whole of it, stars, stripes, and pole of it, body and soul of it. Oh, and the roll of it, sun shining through. Hearts in accord for it, swear by the sword for it, thanking the Lord for it, the red, white, and blue. If you would please now join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of our nation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare fell on bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say can that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right.
Okay. Hey. Now I'm ready to go to DC.
How's that for a send-off, Sergeant Major?
I'm ready to roll.
Now
Now it's time
beautiful.
to wait.
Hey, what else?
What do you say, Bert?
I know. I said,
We're
wow.
ready now,
All
yeah.
right, bro.
Yeah, we can rock and roll around here, you
No
know.
problem, pal.
Ain't nobody else gonna be doing that, are they?
I don't think so. Not this morning.
Yeah, we do it our way.
Rayford, I can't take credit for that.
I know
piece,
that, but you take credit for doing it.
You should. Yeah, you should.
And you know,
Send it.
I learned that from Dennis Combs, a retired Marine Mustang captain, about 30 years ago. And until the last 8 or 9 years, I did not know it was in writing, but it was actually written in 1917 by a newspaperman from New York by the name of John Daly.
Wow.
And of course, you can Google it online and get copies of it, whatever. But anyhow, first time I heard it, it touched me, and I have been glad to share it anytime anybody wants to hear
I
it. You know.
appreciate it. It was perfect.
Perfect timing, especially for what we get ready to do.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
especially.
Indeed.
For a lot of us, it means a whole lot. For everybody, it should be everything, because it is everything in this country. That's what we are all about. And, y'all just have to understand that's what we are. For those of you in charge of schools, of institutions, and you diminish the power of that flag, shame on you. We're not going to let you get away with it. We are not going to let you get away with it. We are still the greatest generation.
Yes, indeed.
And y'all got a lot to put up with.
Well, it came easy for me because my dad, I'm a legacy Marine. My dad was in from 41 to 61.
Oh, wow.
And, of course, he served in the Pacific all during World War.
My dad was in the Navy in the Pacific during World War II.
Actually, my father was aboard the aircraft carrier Enterprise, the Marine
Oh, was
detachment,
he?
Wow.
the whole war, But yeah, he reported aboard in April of 41 on board the Enterprise in Pearl Harbor. And that's where he was the rest of the war. I mean, aboard ship. And it was the most decorated ship in the Navy during the war.
Yeah, well,
But
kind of an important
My
note
dad,
out there.
he, without pushing it on me, always instilled that patriotism because he came from a little farm in Missouri. And they had lost everything in the Depression. They loaded up everything they owned on a 2-horse wagon and drove 17 miles to the nearest crossroads and rented a little house to stay in. But
Oh, really?
then my dad joined the CCCs, and as soon as he was old enough, he joined the Marine Corps. But anyhow, I share that with you because I'm proud of my heritage, and I love that flag, and I love this country. It's not perfect,
Yes, sir.
but I love it.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you for doing it. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
The
that's
other day I
wonderful.
heard you again. I'd heard you before, and I forgot where I heard you.
Yeah, we were at,
I know where it was at
we
the
were
other
at
day.
an event.
And about a political thing, but it doesn't matter. It's what we be about this, y'all.
Indeed.
And get out of the way. If you get in the way, you're gonna have a problem.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm always glad to share.
Thank
No,
you for
it's
coming in
wonderful,
here, George.
wonderful. I bet you have a big old flagpole in your front yard, don't you?
Well, it's not big, but it's flown every day
There
that
you
weather
go.
permits.
That's right.
I got
I have
one, and it's lit, and
Mine's lit.
I went out there one day. I looked up there, cut the lights off. It was after daylight had started. I thought it would still be on. I went back to my Ring doorbell, and I backed up. Okay, 5:45, it shut down. That's when it got
Wow.
officially light enough for it to shut off.
Right.
I said, okay, all right, because I was gonna bring her down and redo it.
I have one of those big LED that's on a timer, and it lights the flag up so much it lights the tree across the street too.
What we got there?
Oh.
Is that a luminary?
Nice, nice. It looks like a shark tooth from here.
That
So,
flag has been reviewed.
you-
Oh, I
yourself
got you. I
were
see
in
it.
the military.
It take me a while to get in
You were.
position with the buttons on it.
Your dad.
It's a flag.
I was in
It's
from
always flag.
66 to
Ready to
70.
roll.
I know it. Been with me since
That's right,
Vietnam.
Navy. You said Navy?
Vietnam?
Marine Corps.
Vietnam.
Really?
I'm getting
I
on.
knew I had to be a Marine.
I've been
I wanted to
blown
be a
up.
Marine.
Everything else, that flag has
He turned the
been.
Navy's dad at you.
Yeah, no. I mean, I was listening to your story, but then I was trying to. Anyway, okay, Marine Corps, very good.
It's my
very
battle
good.
flag.
Yes. So you instrumental in helping with the Carolina Museum of the Marine, correct?
Well, I played a very small part. I was on the original board of directors, 30 years almost. But it's come a long, long way, and
It's
has
here.
contributed,
Yes.
pitched in, time-wise, money-wise, and thanks to our legislator support, we
Yes.
finally got a $36 million museum that we're proud of.
Yep. Yep.
And I hope everybody will come.
Well, I'll be out there soon.
Yeah.
Very shortly. I just did not want to play with the crowds.
Well, there was a big one on
I-
Monday, opening day,
I'm
yes.
sure there was. I just couldn't do that. So I will get out there where I can take my time because there's some stuff in there I want to deal with.
Well, I'm very proud of it. I got a sneak peek a couple of weeks ago through the Rotary, and they invited me in, and it just brought tears to my eyes. And then when I got into the last room where they're showing the video, my dad's picture pops up there, and I was like,
But
"That's my
it.
dad!" You know, and of course, you know, I got loud. You know, so
You got loud.
I got loud. It was nice. It's a beautiful building. It's so beautiful.
Shocked and dismayed.
Shocked and dismayed. I'm still waiting though for my membership card to come in, so I
Okay.
can go back. Well, I could go back and just pay, you know, but yeah, a membership card.
I want to get out there and I want to go back to pre-Camp Lejeune because there's a lot of stuff there with my family involved. So
Yes, I'm right now have a request that I'm working on through other things that I do from a family that the family through the generations owned a section of what is now known as Camp Lejeune, and they own part of the beach. And they
Gillette's by any chance?
what's that?
Gillette's?
No, but it's they actually own that section of the beach that is now referred to where everybody goes over the bridge to go to the beach there on the base. But they're looking at trying to maybe have that bridge named after their family. Now, it's a very hard thing to do.
No.
And you'll have to meet certain specifications and qualifications and rules, etc. So we're working now compiling all the information to present it, which will take a while. You know how things take a while with the federal government, like the Medal of Honor.
Take a look at that. I don't think that is a Camp Lejeune bridge. I think that is a DOT bridge.
It belongs to the federal government. We've already got it worked out. Yeah, it took a lot because it's
going to federal government land, so most likely.
Yeah, it's that took a lot of doing too, being that the base is in the city limits. Is it considered city property, and then under the state DOT, and then we've now being told is federal, so it meets the federal guidelines that you have to go through to request to put a name on something. It's not like here in the city where we put the Lewis Sewell name on a bridge. It's completely a different avenue that you have to go through. But, honoring our military and our veterans and honoring the families, which their names are at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial up on a huge wall there as you're walking in. They've got the names of all the families that owned the land before the military bought it, before the federal government bought it. So it's really cool.
That's nice.
You want to add something?
I don't know what I could possibly add to that, but you've done a lot of work, obviously.
Well,
She's doing her research.
The Marine Corps would say continue to march.
they screwed up back in 1941.
Right.
They forgot something. I have a 3 square foot piece of property out there that's been mine. It was deeded to me, and they forgot to pay me for it.
Oh, well,
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I know a congressman that might be able to help you, but I don't know.
There's a lot of stories out there.
Oh yeah, there are lots of them.
Richard, I'm sure you remember Dick and Don Tolman.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Two of the best historians in Onslow County and Jacksonville. But the Coddington Plantation, and the one what is now the Verona Loop training area. Big mansion, plantation. And on the weekends, they would have parties, and Don, the older of the two, would be invited out to the fantastic parties, something right out of a Southern Belle movie, But that place was amazing. I went out, after I got out of the Marine Corps in 1970, I went out there one day, and Brian, Dick's son, Brian and I went all over. There were oyster shell walkways.
Right.
To the greenhouse, the stables, the different things, and of course the house itself. But it was just so interesting to see what was actually out there on those portions of the base, But hey, it's been a boon to our local economy and to our great nation, and
Yes.
I'm glad they're here.
Well, we
Even at 3 feet that you gave me.
we only had 700 people living in the city of Jacksonville when Camp Lejeune came in and took over. When they bought the property and started an operation here. 700 people in the city of Jacksonville. It was a volunteer fire department, and it was a volunteer fire department in the 50s, mostly volunteers. You were one.
35 years I was a volunteer for the city.
Wow.
They had that big old siren over there at 17 and Elizabeth Street area across the street with the water tower area. I remember that.
We lived in New River, just on the other side of the creek from that. And every Saturday, it would go off at noon, yes.
You want a funny story about those sirens at volunteer fire departments? When they go off, they would go off on Saturdays to test them, make sure they're all working. One town said, it's kind of noisy. We don't need those things anymore. This story was written up Reader's Digest, I think. One woman complained, and they went back to putting that up on Saturdays. Why? That's when she took her birth control pill. Every Saturday. And she started complaining. Actually, it was every day they used to test them. So that's what's the matter here, Sergeant Major?
Yeah, he's like me. How did we get
He must
here?
have something.
How did we get here?
He's something involved in that
He's
one.
got a Saturday story to tell, I know. Off the air.
Oh, we got a lot of stories.
He come with a truck and pull this whole station off the air. If I start
Whatever.
no.
Did you not listen to our new opening? It says, we write it.
We rewrite the rules.
We rewrite the rules as our opening.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I'll stick to the script.
Well, George, I noticed that if you go on social media, you'll see different websites that have recorded and have them out there, your rendition of what you just did here. Thanking you. I think you were at the Navy Relief Society not long ago doing it also. You've been everywhere doing this.
Well, I've done it for a long time, but I've never seen it myself.
I just had a video that popped up. I think I closed it out. But yes, and like Rayford said, the night we heard you do it, we were like, he's got to come in. He's got to come in.
Oh, yeah, I said that
Because we
repeatedly.
have a very important day, Sunday, don't we?
It is Flag Day.
It's Flag Day.
Flag Day,
Get your
yes.
flags out.
Well, see, what you're doing actually, to me, I was just reliving speech arts class. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 1970 and started college in San Diego, I took a speech arts class. I'm a staff non-commissioned officer, United States Marine. I know how to speak.
He
The
does.
speech arts class was a completely different way of approaching, public speaking. So that's the idea. So you reach a different kind of audience in a way persuasive or however you want to deal with it. So your voice, what you're sending and the message you're sending is very, 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 very
Touching.
effective.
Yeah,
It's effective.
it's called the
I mean,
delivery.
it's deep. It's deeply effective. So keep doing it.
Well, and thank you, Sergeant Major. I
You're
appreciate that. Please understand, I'm not self-immolating here. I share this because it meant so much to me
you.
the very first time
Exactly.
that I heard it and asked Captain Combs if he would teach me. And it was ear to mouth,
Mhm.
and he did. And I have been glad to share it anytime anybody asks. I don't push it on anybody. If you want to hear it, terrific. If you don't,
I wanted to hear it.
and I thank you so much for having me this morning and letting me share it with your
Well,
audience.
thank you for coming in, sir. As always.
Yes, sir.
Right.
It's
Here's,
like, I would love, because I would love to hear you do Invictus. I would love to hear you do the speech Invictus that were out of the night, that covers me, black as a pitch, cold, cold. I think whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul, and in the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. And under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this plate of wrath and tears looms, but the horror of the shade. I am the master of my fate. I'm the captain of my soul. So, to that extent, you're sending that,
Well, thank you so much.
and I feel that when you're talking.
Doing a pretty good job yourself over there, Sergeant Major.
we have some great speakers in here.
You should hear him sing as you did the start.
Yes,
when he
he's a
started
great
that.
singer. Yes. Here's a little trivia for everybody.
Uh-oh.
The Stars and Stripes were adopted by the Continental Congress as the flag of the United States, and that was on June 14th, 1777. On June 14th, 1877, Flag Day was observed nationally for the first time on the 100th anniversary of the Stars and Stripes and continues today.
As it shall forever.
So make sure you have your flags up Sunday.
And Flag Week is whatever week the 14th happens to And
Sunday, so
Sunday through
that will be all
next
next week, right?
Exactly.
next week. Now,
That's
next
it.
year it could be on the 15th, but that whole week would be Flag Week
It'll be Flag Week.
to be celebrated all week. Yeah.
I was looking at mine yesterday and I'm starting to see a worn spot, so I have to go get a new one. Because I know if there's one slight rip in that, lightning will hit my house and it's coming from up above. And I know he's watching. I know he's watching. And it was crazy because, you see signs.
Mhm.
And one day I kept seeing this red cardinal at my front window. And you know what they say about cardinals? That is a deceased one coming back to say hey or whatever. And when I walked outside, I looked up and my flag was ripped. And I'm like, oh, that was
Cardinal?
Dad.
The Cardinal did it?
No, the Cardinal didn't do it. The Cardinal was a message from Dad, like, get out there and look at your hey,
Cardinal was the messenger for that.
it's just been weird things like that have happened. Like with my light on the flag, and I go out there, and that's when I see there's a rip starting, and nothing bothers me more than see a flag all ripped up hanging on a pole.
Well, my wife gave me this flagpole out here for Christmas. That
Yes.
was my Christmas gift.
And I did not realize until just near past, City Hall has a repository at the front
Yes,
entrance
they do.
for
Yes,
flags that need to be surveyed, that need to be turned in.
yes,
So
they
the
do.
Boy Scouts or the Veterans Organization or whatever can collect them and give them a proper disposal.
Yes, I know.
Retirement, I should say.
I used to take mine to the DAV, but then I found out that the city has one. So and I have a couple that need to go.
But that's really not common knowledge.
Right.
No, it's
I
not.
would think it would be, but it's not common knowledge.
No.
Really, how the flag etiquette, things like that, you would think that everyone would know that from elementary school, but it's not taught the same way it was when
Right.
we were, especially when I was a kid. I'm 85 years old, so it wasn't taught the same way when I was a kid that it's being taught today.
Right.
But it is taught the same way. I would have to contradict myself. It is taught the same way if the person teaching it is teaching that same way. So it's a contradiction. So if it's not being taught at all, it's just not being taught. It's there.
Okay, Sergeant Major, people tonight, 5:30, 17:30 your time.
17:30 we'll be at the Memorial Gardens. We will be there when our dress blues like coverall and tennis shoes look good. So if anyone wants to do I would say photo type op in terms of get with us in terms of meeting with the details. Sergeant Lopez is replacing me. I'm punching out. I'm kicking towards that end of it. So I gotta let the young fellow do it. Transitioning over.
He's a
Once he's
trainee.
taken- Sir?
He's been a trainee for some
He's been
time.
a trainee for quite some time.
Get his job.
It's
Yeah.
his turn. It's his
Step
time
up.
now. So step up and deal with it. So,
Okay.
and once that's done at 1800 there afterwards, whatever time we're finished with that piece of it, we walk away and you can stay if you want to and do what you need to do in that regard. We'd love for everybody to bring out, really want to get as many luminaries as we can involved in the burning of the luminaries and consecrating of the ashes, so that those ashes will go with us to Arlington. And when we are finished with the first laying of the wreath at the Tomb of the Unknowns, we move straight off to the side immediately, and that's where the first cap full of ashes is cast to the
Who's
wind.
going to be driving you to DC?
Mrs. Mayfield and him. I'm not driving. Last time I drove DC, I wrecked my car. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. DC is crazy. and I'm even crazier.
There is your quote for the day.
I'm telling you, no, driving to DC is crazy, and I'm crazier, and I don't need the PTSD and me and DC we don't mix. I'll kill everything or kill myself.
Too many streets with the same names and numbers.
Just too many circles, too many. No, I don't want to do it.
Ever been to Charlotte?
So when we get to Virginia, when we get to Quantico, I'm not behind the wheel. I leave it alone.
Okay.
I'm smart enough to deal with it.
Smart man.
It'd be like me driving in New York. No, I did it once. And that's it.
Why don't you take the train up there? You get off right at the hotel.
Oh, it is.
I didn't know better.
I'm going to one day take the train up there just for the experience.
Beat you right there on the base.
I didn't know better, so I drove, and that was it. It was crazy.
I rode a train. It was a Tootsie Railroad.
So Mr. Landvermeyer, how long have you lived here in this area?
Almost 79 years. Next month will be
Goodness
79
gracious.
years.
Next month is the birthday time, huh?
I
Right.
was actually born in Chinston because my mother's from Deep Run. And she was home visiting her mom and dad that day. And of course, it was a barn day, as they say, tobacco barn in July.
Oh, God.
And they were all in the field. And me being the first grandchild and a grandson after nothing but daughters, and my grandparents passed.
Right.
My grandfather handed the mule over to my Uncle Vance, and he said, "I'm going to town and see my boy."
That is so wild.
But after I was born, in a day or two, Mama was right back home. My dad was stationed here at Camp Lejeune at the time, but this has always been home. The only time we ever traveled with my dad, he was stationed in Hawaii, Camp Smith, for 3 years, 57, 58, and 59. And that was great. But other than that, we always maintained our home here in Jacksonville.
Well,
Wow.
Rayford, let's see if you passed the test. What high school did you graduate?
Jacksonville Senior High School.
There wasn't but one basic school in Jacksonville those
See?
days.
We know how to
There
pick
were
them.
high schools. There were very
Right.
few.
Yes.
Yes.
In the county.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there we go. We're
I
all
remember when
Cardinals.
White Oak came along, that was the first.
That was it.
Yes.
Yeah.
73. I think it was 73 they came in. Yes. We had Dixon though. Dixon been there forever.
Yeah, but that served that area to the south.
Right, right,
County school.
We didn't count them.
Swansboro and
Sorry,
Richlands.
right. We're talking like right in town, you
Yeah.
know. So y'all remember when White Oak came along. But I'm proud to say, go Cardinals.
So how many high schools you have in Jacksonville now?
Okay.
How many high schools you have in Jacksonville now?
In Onslow, in Onslow County?
Yes.
Let's see, we got,
Dixon, Southwest, Richlands, White Oak, Jacksonville, Swansboro,
Lower side.
North
North
Side. That's 7.
I think there are 7 high schools.
There's a lot of high
Yeah.
schools, yes. Yeah.
Now,
My freshman year in high school was at what is now New Ridge Middle. That
Yes.
was the last year that was high school. My sophomore year, we went to the current location, which was initially built as a intermediate
So
school.
what occurred, that school was built. And the
Right.
first year it opened, I went there in the 8th grade because it was a junior high the first year I went. It was no such thing as middle school or whatever. It was a junior high. It became the junior high. High school was still where it was, the old, what is now the Newbridge Street, whatever. But Jacksonville High was actually, for the first year, was a junior high school. I went in the 8th grade. The next year, it became a high school, and I was there for 4 years high school. I went to that school for 5 years. 1 year as a junior high, and 4 years in high school. So that was a big transition, major transition to deal with. And we didn't have a football stadium. We still had to go over to the old high school to play football.
Mhm.
First couple of years I was there. Then my dad volunteered. He got a crew together to put up the first press box. So
Nice.
that's how it got
Nice.
built. And I was over there helping him do that.
Nice.
and see that what you just did, I'm listening to it, what you
History.
just shared, that piece of history, you just gave a major piece of history that I don't hear, I never heard
And you
about.
won't. There are not that many people who have to do
Well, how long
it.
have you been in the area, Sergeant Major?
117 years.
I don't think
117.
so. No. The last place, I was born in Selma, Alabama. You think I want to be stationed here? You crazy. I did not want to be stationed in the South. I was born in the South, okay? And I happen to be very black, okay? So it's easy
Well,
to
you're
figure
white
out.
now?
It's
That's all
easy.
suntan?
Now, it's easy to figure out in that situation something I was dealing with as far as being born is concerned and growing up. So, my family was born in I was born in Selma, Alabama. So we had to leave. My grandfather was a minister and Methodist minister.
Somebody's phone's ringing.
And it was like the family had to leave Alabama, period, or otherwise it's extinct. So with that being said, why would I want to move there? And then all of a sudden I get stationed at Camp Lejeune.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Then I was in college. When I went to boot camp, I said, I asked that question. I enlisted in Cincinnati, Ohio. My question was, where am I going to boot camp? They said, you go to San Diego. I said, I'll join. If you send me in Paris Island, I'm not joining the Marine Corps. I'm not going there. I'm not going to go in. I'm not jumping in. I'm not jumping in the ocean and swimming with you because I don't swim.
Here we go back to the
See
water.
what I'm saying? So why would I run myself, born in the South, back into the South?
why would you join the Marine Corps? That's part of the Navy.
That was no. I don't care about that piece of it. Again, the same thing. I'm just bringing up the
And how
point.
do you get from point A to point B? It's called a ship.
I know. I'm just saying.
On the ocean.
Bringing up history. That's the same thing. The Marine Corps was the last service to integrate.
It's the men's department of the Navy.
No, it was.
Oh boy, here we go. I feel like I need to leave the room.
I couldn't resist.
It's about to break out here.
So with that,
I wasn't Navy though. I was the shallow water Navy, Coast Guard.
I got you.
When our boat sank, we could walk ashore. But when your boat sank, we went to get you.
You know what we need to do, Rayford, one day is we need to have someone from every single service to come in here. That's going to be a great conversation
Can you imagine the chair force?
to talk about. Well, I'm with the chair force.
Yeah, the chair
Excuse
force
me.
would be a lot of fun.
I'm with the space force.
no.
Space cadets?
Oh, they could just duke it out right here at the table. That would be so much fun.
Oh, a couple of you have to get powder puffs too.
Oh my gosh, here we go. That.
What point I was trying to make in this, which I didn't develop as far as completing the search and go in another direction with it, but my point is that still at this day, the American experiment, as they're saying, it's still an experiment.
Yeah, we're still working
It has
on
not come to fruition yet. This whole thing of equal rights, this, that, and the other, women's rights, so on and so forth. When you've had it for a moment and it's taken away like a baby, what is the baby going to do? It's going to cry. It's going to complain. But if you give it what it wants and etc., you take care of it and you nurture it and grow it, hopefully it'll grow up and be what you want it to be. So it's a contradiction, and my degree is in sociology. I have a master's degree in sociology, and I'm saying it's a social nightmare how people want someone to love them and they treat them with disrespect. They want someone to respect what they say and do what they say, but you treat them with disrespect. All you're going to deal with is animosity. It makes no sense. That's what I'm saying. So why would I want to send myself, into the South when I was born in the South? And before I left Alabama, I was first grade when I left Alabama. Before I left Alabama, with these eyes, I'd already seen 3 black men hang.
Hey.
I'd already seen 3 black men hang. For what reason, I have no idea, but it couldn't have been that daggone serious. I saw one man come it was the sheriff, the high sheriff, that's what the term they used, came in the man's back door and cut his head off with a damn machete. I saw that. So I'm not asking anybody to tell me anything about what these eyes saw as a little kid. So from that point on, someone said, "What the hell did you join the Marine Corps?" Because I will earn my spot here. This is the only place I got. This is where I'm at. And if you want to fight me for it, bring it. I'll fight you for it. This is mine. I'll fight anything for it. So that Vietnamese, I didn't know what it was. So if you want to fight for it, see you in the parking lot. And that's it. I'm serious. For my own dignity, for my family, the same as you, that's what they say it's about. That's what I learned in school. That's what civics lessons are about. So with that passion about it, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. I mean, we're laying a wreath to the unknowns. I don't care if it's white. I don't care if it's black. I don't care if it's brown, red, yellow, green. It's American. And that's what the hell I am, and that's what I'm fighting for.
We
That's what I
all
want
are
to be.
Americans.
I know that.
And that's what it's
I
all
know
about.
that, but not just being, but respecting.
Absolutely.
It's one thing to be, it's one thing to acknowledge that you are something, it's another thing to be respected as that. And that's the whole thing about it. So I figured to give if you want to receive. I give everyone respect and accept me, but I demand that you don't step on me. That's my favorite flag.
Let's
All the
get
flags
ready
that
to
I use
rumble.
in the dictionary, in the book, stuff like that.
Yeah.
The flag with the snakes that said,
Don't tread on me. Right.
That's Mayfield's
I've
flag.
got that
And
shirt.
that's an American flag.
Right.
And that piece of it, as the American dream, as America starting out as a country, breaking away from Britain, the same thing. What's different in that and what I just said? It's the same thing. They're saying, don't tread on me. I don't care if you are the king or you're this and all that stuff. This monarchy, we're different. We've set up our own democracy. We've changed that. So you stay over and do what you have to do. And recently, the king and the queen came over, and they acknowledged that right now. I listened to it on just recently and
Yes.
said this was the experiment that happened. For the king of England to say that to the president of the United
Yes.
States, to me, that was a beautiful thing.
He
for
gave
me.
a good speech. He
That
really
was
did.
beautiful. I mean, that's it. But again, turn around and you get disrespected at the grocery store, or you get disrespected in the school, in the classroom, and this, that, and the other. But that's on a personal one-on-one basis.
Yes.
I don't blame the country for that. I blame the individual standing in front of me.
Absolutely.
And that's the person I'll snatch a knot into or run away from if I think they'll snatch a knot in me. Got it?
Well, I want to ask Mr. Lambermeyer, what makes you so patriotic?
Same thing as making me
All of
patriotic.
it.
That was this country.
Just lucky to be born here
That's
in this
exactly
great
right.
nation. It's come a long way. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination,
Amen.
but it's the best I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Amen. Yes. I agree. I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying? I mean, I've been to other countries. I've lived there. I would no. I don't want to be there.
I've been to other places I like to visit. I've never been to another place that I like to live.
Indeed.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think we're blessed. We're blessed to live in this country.
Hey,
We're a great nation.
wait a minute. It ain't
best
the
country
4th
in
of
the world.
July yet. Why are we talking all this patriotism?
This is the 250th year of America. It's
That's
all
what it
year
says,
long.
250, didn't they? See, we're waiting for you. I say,
That's right.
huh? So we're motivated.
We're motivated. Yes, I've got a
I
whole
know I
bunch
am.
of 250 shirts, hats.
Right around
I'm
the
out
corner.
there. I'm out
Right
there.
around the corner.
Yes,
The
yes.
price of
So
stuff
we're
today
I
would
try to
you-
live to be 250 years old.
Right, stuff today would you find a shirt for $250 or $2.50? What was the $250 you had to pay for that shirt?
Mr. Lambermeyer, have you
So
ever
that's your
been?
250, right?
I know you're in a lot of organizations here in Onslow County. You've done a lot of community work over the years. You love our community and you're at everything. Have you ever considered like running for like
knew this
county
was coming.
commissioner?
I knew it was going to happen.
Something higher up? You would be fantastic. You've lived here all your life. You know our community.
I've considered running for the county line on occasion, but never an elected position.
He and I are in the same boat.
Well, he would make a great county commissioner, and we have seats coming up here soon.
Why do you say that?
Well, thank you very much for your vote of confidence, but all the years that I've lived here, after I got out of the Marine Corps in 1970, I immediately went to work for a local bank,
Yes, you did.
and I wound up spending 42 years in the banking business here. And the nature of the business required me to be involved. I mean, they didn't have to push me. I was glad
Right,
to,
and you
to
have
do
been.
it, but having been here all these years, it's hard to say no to a lot of folks, so I'm still involved in other things. But
Yeah.
no, well, political. I've never been. Yes, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Inspired, motivated.
I've never been motivated to join the ranks of the political.
Well,
I
you've
appreciate what they do.
Right.
And
You've got all that banking experience. You could sit down and look at a budget, dissect it just like that.
Campaign manager right here It's all set up.
Okay, the next subject would be.
Let's not go there.
I'm going to probably sum it up for him the same way I sum it up for me.
Yeah, he would make an excellent county commissioner.
Politics.
Right.
Holly means many, ticks are little bloodsuckers.
All right, stop it, Rayford. Stop it. We do
I
have
was-
some
I was
great
gonna go on that with that,
electeds.
But that's great, yes,
Some
thank you, Ray.
Some great electeds. We do have some.
I didn't
Yeah,
say they're not great.
highly respected. Okay, so you've been a Rotarian too, haven't you? Are you still a Rotarian?
No, ma'am.
Oh, you're not. Well, what is some of the things that you're in that contributes to the health and sanity of our town?
The health and sanity.
Oh, Lord.
Wait, no, helping people. I know you've been in a lot.
Well, when I retired, and I've been fully retired for 2 years now.
Yes, I
When
used
I
to hear your
retired,
name
I
quite
did
often
step back from several things.
Yes.
Rotary being one, great organization.
Great
doing
organization,
wonderful
yes.
work. I'm still very active with the Military Affairs Committee of the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
But I'm trying to back, not from that. I'm going to stick with that as long as I'm able to get up and go. But it's time to relax. As I said, I'll be 79 in 2 weeks, and
An early happy birthday from all of us.
well, thank you so much. I'm enjoying my retirement. It has taken some getting used to. I'll tell you that. I never would have imagined that it would be like it, but I enjoy a little downtime now. But it's amazing how busy you can stay even at retirement because things just don't
I
go away.
understand.
You
I
know?
thought when I retired that was it, and now I'm doing more than I did when I was working. So
Mhm.
That's what I was saying. I'm getting ready to pull the plug now, and I'm 85. I'm 86 my next birthday, and I'm
Don't
finally
work
getting ready to pull the plug. And my wife and I started doing. We met in 1970 at college, getting out of the Marine Corps. I was getting out of the Marine Corps. She was moving from Buffalo to New York. We met at San Diego in San Diego City College in 1972. From 1972 to this day, the two of us have been running 501c3 nonprofit, just helping other people.
I did
Not
that
our
too.
own self. We've been helping other people in the community. We did Operation Push People United to Save Humanity, Reverend Jesse Jackson's organization. He's dead. And we were doing the organization, that kind of thing. So we started that. Operation Save Babies Incorporated, we started that. And that was a sickle cell anemia testing organization, testing, counseling, and education. We were free testing. People were charging people for it in the community. We had some guy developed us an electrophoresis machine. He made it for us, 3 of them. So we were able to conduct the test free. And not only that, we conducted from free, and then we set counselors with them. We had volunteer doctors, nurses, and educators coming in. They were doing the community education, and set so it was a complete network of things. This is just my wife and myself set this up. Okay, so we still dealt with it. And same thing here. I'm the Military Outreach Judo and Jiu-Jitsu organization, Mojo Incorporated. Is our own corporation, it's our own 501c3. Again, as that people say, you know, one of those things you want to make a small fortune. Yeah, start with a large fortune and open 501c3 like we did, and you come up with a small one because you're going to spend a lot of money doing what you're doing, as you said. A lot of your own money and time and energy comes out of your pocket, just like this. All of this here, if you know who's paying for this, that guy over there is paying for it. Burn it up, it's his stuff. You know, it's not like a big TV station.
We don't even have advertisers on
That's
there.
what I'm saying.
We want to. We've given some serious thought. We should.
Yeah, I mean, so
I'm not
to
a
me,
salesman.
to me,
I can't sell stuff.
yeah. To me, you know, some questions you don't have to ask. You can look and say, what is he doing? There's a commitment showing
do it.
itself right there.
Okay.
Hmm?
I was just giving him a side eye
look.
glance. I just on something else.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Which,
I can't sell stuff. In the past, I could force stuff down your throat if as necessary, but I couldn't. I could coerce you into doing things as
Right.
needed.
may I tell you a real story about sales?
Mhm.
I got out of the Marine Corps Okay, like I said, I got out of the Marine Corps in 1970. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 1970, I had a wife and I had 4 children in the house to feed.
Oh, Lord.
And there was absolutely $0. I didn't get out disabled or anything. Out is freaking out, okay? And when I got out of the ring, I was in Vietnam, and they released me early. When they released me early, I had re-enlisted back over here. They released me 4 months early. They gave me a re-enlistment bonus over here. When they released me 4 months early, that 4 months was early. That 4 months bonus came off for the getting out pay. I didn't have any getting out. I was broke as a hobo. Okay? And I got 4 kids. I got a 4-bedroom house to pay for it, and all
Did you
this.
sneak away with any K rations?
Sorry?
Did you take any C rations when you left?
Only thing I had was my behind. That was about it. So, so I got that out and got it squared away. So the point that I'm making is very simply, there was nothing for me when I got out of the Marine Corps in 1970. I went to college, then of course I got GI Bill, and that was my basic income for a while because I just went to school. Okay. And so, well, that's what I needed at the time. You know, again, a lot of veterans.
Without the Marine Corps, you never would have done that, would you?
I didn't have a brain to deal with it the same way as what I'm saying. I got out.
No discipline.
I'd been blown up. I'd been blown in the air 3 times. I was, like I said, I wear 3 Purple Hearts for a reason. Okay. But I got wounded 5 times in combat. Twice in a day, you only got 1 Purple Heart. You get 2 Purple Heart. I got wounded now. Got wounded. You wear Purple Heart. This is what day was it? So you got 1 Purple Heart. I got 2 wounds, 1 Purple Heart. So that's when I look at Major Capers, he's got 5 of them suckers. I wonder how many he really had. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of a thing it was, you know, and that's a reality check. Just but the heck, we do what we do.
Gentlemen, we appreciate all of you coming in today.
That's
It
right.
was a special day, and
Gotta roll.
it worked out very well. Sometimes our scheduling is not quite so good, and it just all seemed to come together today.
Yeah, it was-
Sergeant Lopez is the new man taking charge of
Yes,
I will.
of the reclaim.
Sergeant Lopez, it was a pleasure to see you again.
No, like always, it's a
And
pleasure
you are
coming here.
careful on your trip to DC.
And we will be at the Memorial Garden at 5:30 or 17:30
Okay.
this evening.
All right.
And we'll do the wreath laying at that time.
So you can go by there before you go to the Osprey game.
And then at 13:15 the next day, Saturday,
Right,
that very same wreath will be laid at the Tomb of the Unknown in Arlington National
right,
Cemetery.
right. Okay, very good.
Don't lose it.
All right, keep us
And
posted.
we'll have, I'll have our videographer and et cetera make some stuff and I'll get
Very
it to
good.
you. I'll feed it to you.
Well, we appreciate what you do.
We did.
All right.
Humberto, thank you.
No, thank you for having us.
We're going to speed out and get out of here.
Appreciate you
All
coming
right, yeah, okay.
Thank
Well, thank you for stopping
You
by.
better hurry up.
Yeah, no,
And we're gonna,
It's gonna take you an hour or so to get him going, right? How long does it take to get him dressed? How long does it take to get the sergeant major dressed and all this stuff?
that's a lot of metal. That's a lot of metal he puts on that shirt, huh, Rayford?
Oh, absolutely. A lot of weight there. He
Yes.
doesn't want to get around. That's why he doesn't want to get around the water. He'll sink.
Oh, yeah, I remember last time he was in here and he talked about how much he disliked the water.
Oh, it's like he hates it.
Get out of here. I was out at the Copyhead River, Prairie 1, Prairie 2, Prairie 3, Prairie 4, all of that.
Oh, they're having a good time talking.
Yeah, they are. You want to go ahead and recap the weather for the weekend?
Yeah, we'll take a look at that, at the weather stuff here. The marine forecast, southwesterly flow that we've been dealing with will continue through today. There will be times when the winds that go kick up just a little bit. I haven't seen the trees moving out there yet, but they're going to start
A
moving.
little bit, yes.
So you guys with umbrellas, don't leave home and leave your umbrellas up for the next couple of days, because you might not find them there. They may be next door. It may be on your roof. It may be somewhere. So be careful with your umbrellas. Wind gets underneath them, they up and down.
Like a torpedo.
Today, after 60 nautical miles, southwesterly winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts to 25, seas 3 to 4 feet. Saturday, southwesterly winds 10 to 15, seas 2 to 4. There's a slight chance of thunderstorms tomorrow, a chance of showers, though, mainly in the morning. Sunday, southwesterly winds 10 to 15 knots, increasing to 15 to 20. Gusts up to 25 in the afternoon, 2 to 4 footers, a chance of showers and thunderstorms.
And today will be sunny and hot with a high near 98. Heat index values as high as 107. Tonight, a slight chance of showers with a low around 74. And Saturday, showers and thunderstorms are likely. Partly sunny with a high near 96. Heat index values as high as 106. So know your signs, know the signs, know your body. You start feeling bad, stop what you're doing, go in the house.
Get chilled. And
hydrate, get under a fan.
I should not tell you to, in advance, drink water and drink Gatorade or do whatever. Drink something.
Yes.
Non-alcoholic, because that dehydrates you more. But drink some liquids.
Yes.
One sort or another throughout before you start feeling bad. That will help you not feel bad. But when you start feeling like, I'm just not exactly sure, you may have a loss of your train of thought.
Yes.
What am I doing here? Where am I? No. Go inside.
Well, Rayford, as we get older, and I worked in the heat for many, many years, delivering mail.
I was the heat.
And, yeah, you were. And you talk about hot. But as I've gotten older, I don't tolerate it like I used to when I was much younger. And going out in the yard and working, I can be out there for 15, 20 minutes. I start feeling sick to my stomach. I'm not sweating. It's time to quit.
Yep,
you go in, you strip into something cool and comfortable. Take a shower, nice cool shower, drink some water, and rest. I mean, whatever needs to be done is going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
The next day.
Checking with our ham radio friends all around the county and beyond.
Yes.
Michael up there in Crewe, Virginia.
Crewe, Virginia, population 2,100.
75 degrees, cloudy and muggy. We got that report of muggy from several people, even though the humidity is really much lower than I would have expected today. Ken in Oslo Bay, 76.5 degrees, 65% humidity.
Wow.
Nice. He said it was mostly cloudy there this morning. Nobody's had any rain, nothing, no accumulations of anything, and no snow. Ward over in Cedar Point, 77.5 degrees, 77% humidity, and it was falling. He's getting less humid throughout the day. And he had 30.0 inches of in the barometric pressure.
Right.
Southwesterly winds 3 to 5. He said he's got his artificial rain going. He's trying to water the grass and stuff. Jones County, Reshawed over in Jones County said 77 degrees. His visibility out there for the flying forecast. 9.3 miles, 29.92 inches of mercury, southwesterly breezes, 4 miles per hour. He said it was clear there. James up and down over in Bladenboro. That's in Bladen County, 75 degrees, cloudy and muggy. Right. Joe, our buddy Joe, into UBI. And the borough this morning, 77 degrees, 73% humidity, 29.92 inches of mercury. He had westerly winds at about 4 miles an hour. Over at Emerald Isle, he jumped into his truck, goes over there, and he walks the beaches. I don't know. He needs to get a metal detector walking the beach like that.
He needs a medal for walking the beach.
Yeah, that's it. Over at Emerald Isle, it was 76 degrees. Not a wind. It kicked up there 5 to 12 miles an hour out of the southwest. And if you check our Facebook page, we've got a photo of that his wife actually took this morning.
Yes,
Robin,
yes.
Who's also a ham. She took that this morning, and it was it's pretty interesting. Nice looking sunrise. Lee, our Lady Blue, in the Woodlands this morning, 75 degrees, 72% humidity, 29.92 inches of mercury. Calm at the time over in River Bend. Carol was checking in this morning, 75 degrees, 75% humidity, 29.81 inches of mercury. Southwesterly winds at 2, not much to it. Randy on his golf cart riding around the neighborhood there in Southwest. 75 degrees, 78% humidity, 29.9, 3 inches of mercury, west northwesterly winds at 5 to 6 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Thank you to all the hams for providing this information. So,
I was just checking the latest on the rain for Saturday.
yep.
Chances are increasing slightly, so keep your fingers crossed that we do get some.
Yep.
And in some of those thunderstorms, you could get more rain in one place as opposed to another. But so let's just keep our fingers crossed
Yeah.
that we're going to get some rain tomorrow. We really need it. We really need
Sergeant Major, sir. Umberto.
it. Darling. Mwah.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going
Two fine gentlemen there.
Shockwave out there. So yeah, I hear his dog out.
Two very fine gentlemen there. George, long-time resident. You've lived here longer than I have. Of course, I've lived here, came with my parents when I was 3 years old, but I left 76. I was gone for a long time, 30 years. But I'm back. There's so many people that leave and then they do things, they work in other areas or do whatever. And I remember people saying, oh, I'm going to leave Jacksonville. So when I get out of school, I'm gone. I will never see it. Then they come back. You've run into that too, I'm sure. People just said they are so happy to get away, but then they're so happy to get back.
Indeed. It's got everything a person needs.
Yep. It does today. It's got a whole lot more to offer. We don't really have to go somewhere else to get entertainment.
True.
We've got a lot of stuff that those in charge of our city and county have put together for us. Entertainment venues. We've got. We got the water, of course. I'm being a water rat. I'm going to have a boat. I don't have a boat. I've got 2 boats. So it's one of those things. And the older you get, to say, like, do I really need that big boat? Yeah. Not really, but I still got it. Might sell it though.
I got one little one, and I don't find enough time to get out on the river and do what I want to do with it.
My problem, if I can just I got to get the little one back over here and make sure I got a couple things I want to do to it, so I can just go throw it in the river anytime I want to. I love to go clamming. Clamming is one of my favorite things to do, and with the little boat, just get on out there and find some clams, come home, have some corn, steam some clams and steam some corn, and you're good to go. What else does a man need around here?
So, Mr. Have you been following the Big Rock?
Yes.
It's exciting, isn't it? Why can't we get something like that here?
Because we can't get marlin here.
Well, no, we could just dig a trench out there or something. Trench or whatever.
Look how long it took to get a 920.
I know.
Even at the ocean.
Yeah. One of the things that we keep bringing up, there's the Spot Festival. Yes, it's in Pender County, but it's just across the border. It's in Hempstead.
Shrimp.
You got the Shrimp Festival there in Cities Ferry. I was at the very first one in the 70s.
Got the mullet.
Got the Mullet Festival.
Swansboro.
Yeah, Swansboro.
You got the Bear Festival. No, what is it? The Bear? What's New
Plymouth. The Bear Festival's at Plymouth.
Plymouth,
Yeah.
that's right.
And then, of course, in Newburgh, you've got the events
Mom.
over there. You got the Mom Festival over in Morehead City. You got the Seafood Festival. I mean, everybody. What's Jacksonville got? The city of Jacksonville.
Now, come on, you
What
went
do
to
we
Chamber
got?
of Commerce. Let's talk.
Don't put me on the spot here.
Okay, we did have one time. You
Right.
may remember it. Nobody else seems to.
Nobody.
One year, there was the Skate Festival. The Chamber put on a skate festival. It was not the first annual. It was the one only. Thank God.
He's talking about river
There's
skate.
nobody
now.
Skate as in
Yes.
fish.
River, yeah.
River, those things. Trying to capitalize on all the other stuff. A Bluefish Festival would have been better than.
Rayford, I don't remember the skate
I
festival.
know
at all.
somebody else does.
I-
There was a
Only
skate
Rayford
festival.
remembers.
No, somebody else remembers it. They don't want to admit
One
it.
other
Whoever was
person.
in charge of putting it on or having, because it failed. It was a miserable deal. Who's going to recognize? What are you going to do with it? So it wasn't something you go out and catch. And I'd rather have a redfish festival or a speckled
no.
trout festival. Or, I mean, they got tournaments here for speckled trout and redfish, but
Well, skates. Only everybody that gets a skate on the end of that line wants to get rid of it as quick as they can. Yeah, because they're fishing for something else.
that's right. So, but anyway, I mean, there may be something else out there that's non-fish. A shark festival would be even better. You've seen Jacksonville grow all these years, 79 years almost.
Yes.
That's a lot of growing too. So,
Yes, indeed.
in the banking business, I know you saw a lot of things growing.
Right. I went to work for the old First National Bank
Oh yeah, I remember that.
over in
New River?
New River, and they had an office on Mill Avenue. But of course, now it's long since been part of the Bank of America organization. But yes, our community, our city and county has grown immensely.
Do you think we grew too fast for our own good? I mean, we're continuing to grow. What are they saying? 500 people a year in the city or something in the county. It's that percentage-wise, that's a fairly significant increase.
Certainly is.
It is, and of course, it affects everything.
Schools,
not just schools, but the housing market. Everything is affected. And just to say if it's too fast or we're growing too fast or not, who knows what that number is?
I don't know.
But if you can't keep up with it, if your economy won't support it,
well, a lot of businesses are here, but I see a lot of businesses closing.
right.
Is that because we got too much stuff online? That Amazon thing that makes 12 trips to my house every day?
Probably got a lot to do with it, but it's for example, the old downtown Court Street
Yes.
was the shopping district
was.
when I was in high school.
Roses,
and
Rita Brothers.
New River.
Shopping center.
Yes.
That came later.
When Hall opened in 1982, all of that dried up. I mean, the downtown area just dried
The
up.
retail stuff went away.
Well, it's come full circle now.
Yep.
The mall is deserted at night for a number of reasons, but and the downtown is experiencing regrowth, and I don't know what the secret is to making all this work for each other and for each of us, but there's been an awful lot of changes, and there will continue to be changes. We've got this huge economic driver right across the river there, being the United States Marine Corps, Navy, and we're thankful for that, not just for the economic value, but we're just fortunate to live where we live, and that, speaking of the military, that is such a draw for the retired people. We've got all their benefits here, a very reasonable cost of living.
Right.
And when you think about retired people, when you're a Marine, you enlist at 18 or 22, and you do your 20, you've got a pretty good retirement going, but you 25, 28, you got a better retirement. Was it 30, you got full everything. But if you do that and you start when you're 18, you're still kind of young
Yes.
when you get out. And you got a fixed income, a good fixed income, not a Social Security fixed income.
My father was 39 when he retired. 38 when he retired.
Yeah.
And then he spent 20 more years on the base fire department and retired again as captain on the fire department. But
So I mean, you're young enough to be here to have two careers, the Marine Corps
yes,
or Navy.
yes, indeed.
Other corpsmen here. Oh God, if we could just figure a way to take advantage of the retired corpsmen for our hospital or whatever, if we could just do a recruiting effort, that would just improve our whole medical operation here so much. I know a couple who retired and went to work for private doctors as their PAs. Unfortunately, my doctor used to have one, that she moved to Wilmington. Dang it. And I don't know where PA is. But those kinds of things are great to have around.
Indeed. And of course, we've got the Field Medical Training Center over here at Camp Johnson now, Muffin Point. We've got a wonderful talent pool in a lot of areas, not just in the medical field, but we've got a lot of good folks that have retired here and maybe not using the skills that they learned in the military, but they certainly could. Yes.
If somebody would take advantage of it, I could just see car dealers who need somebody to work on their vehicles, send them to a school to get them acclimated to the way that's done in the civilian world with civilian vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think trades are so much more important now.
God, yes. I mean, our community colleges would be great for something like that.
Oh, okay.
I know who this is.
Yes.
But anyway, it's a lot of stuff here.
Yes, indeed.
George,
we're fortunate.
Again, I appreciate you coming in this morning, and it worked out with the sergeant major and Humberto at here together. It was perfect timing.
Yes,
Good.
yes.
It was better than I could have hoped for.
Yeah.
Well, the pleasure has been mine, Rayford. I appreciate the invitation.
Anytime.
No, thank you so much. And you're reciting the flag thing. That was just really awesome.
great.
Thank you. We were so impressed when we first heard you do it. So we've got to get him in. Got to get him in.
Yeah, I want him in here, and I wanted it for Flag Day.
Yes.
People forget about Flag Day.
They do. That
I
should
try
be
to
a
remind them
holiday.
every year.
It should be a holiday.
It's just Flag Day is the 14th of June. Period. Bottom line. That's it, Jack.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway,
Thank
George,
you very
thank
much.
Well, thank you again. And
Okay.
have a great day.
you too. Have a
And
good
I'm
weekend.
sure-
Be safe.
Thank you, sir.
We'll see each other again soon somewhere.
Stay hydrated if you're outside.
Yes, indeed. I started early.
Yeah, I got
Good for you.
Lee, thank you. We had a great day, actually.
Sure. Busy.
This worked
Coming
out
back
well.
over.
You're coming over. Microphone number other.
Coming
One
back
down, one
over.
up.
Yes. I know. I got where do I go now?
Who do we have over here? We got another gentleman that's walked into the studio this morning. If he will belly up to the microphone.
Oh, he's like that.
I'm
It's just
gonna
like talking on the radio.
harass him just a little bit.
It's
No,
just
he's
like
he's
talking
another
on
one
the
of those
radio.
guys. He kind of got started a little bit after you did into this world of hamming.
Did you get as harassed as I did?
No, well, I don't know. I called her my hit. I had a name for her. The HIT, hit, ham in training.
No, I would guess that's
So,
Oh, I got so harassed everybody.
Oh, yeah.
You need to take it.
yeah, and so she got her ticket. So it's good. It's good.
Right.
There's a lot of discipline. in
Did you
being
realize this
ham.
after 9:00 already?
I know that. We're getting ready to leave.
We're getting ready to rock out for
He and
the
I
weekend.
got to go do a couple things.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I have to go home and get on with Zoom, but
Zoom.
or I would stay. I would stay.
Oh,
but-
you'll get your training soon.
And don't forget, everyone, today the Ospreys play tonight, and they have special mascot night. Remember a long time ago when we were talking to Ellie about, you ought to have all the mascots from all the high schools and stuff come out and duke it out. That's what they're doing tonight.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to have different mascots. They're going to be playing different games, from different schools. And
Really?
probably won't happen, but maybe the flag will be up today. It's probably too soon,
Well,
but yeah.
if we go on there, find you one of those little flags and take it and wave it. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
right.
I got one or two the other day. So I've got them scattered all over.
I
the place
have a
around
bunch
here.
because I usually take one occasionally down to Dad's grave and stick one in there for
But
special.
But I've got
Right.
I got a big flag out front. I've got another flag in here to hang up out front
Yes.
as I need over there as I need it. I got flags.
And if you're not sure how to hang your flag, you can just go on Google anything.
Yep.
It'll tell you the proper protocol and what you need to do. But Flag Day is Sunday, so let's decorate the town.
And when the president or the governor or the mayor can do it too for a
Mhm.
city, and I think the county commission chairman can do it for the county, they decide you're going to fly your flags for the honor of death or
That's
whatever,
right.
it's going to be called half
Half
squat.
staff.
Where
it's-
there's half mast.
Half mask is on the water.
Thank you. It's on the boat. It's on the ship. It's on the whatever.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay. So fly your flags if you're
Right.
on land at half staff. If you're on the water, so think about a
Exactly.
mast as in a sailboat mast and whatever you're
Right,
going
right,
to
right.
Okay.
Well, be
we're
careful
done with
this weekend. It's going to be hot, 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 hot,
It
hot. Be
is.
careful.
Yep. Mhm.
And whatever needs to be done can wait till next week. We're good. You
Yeah.
know?
So what I want to talk about one dude real quick, like
All right.
yesterday or Wednesday, here in Jacksonville, a convicted felon, already convicted. He was convicted felon with a gun. He was
Okay.
arrested after police say he broke into a local motel. Police found the man, 47-year-old Cornelius Kuntz, at
Yes.
the Red Carpet Inn on Marine Boulevard. During his arrest, police say he became physical.
They
I'm
assaulted
sorry.
the
I'm
officers.
sorry. When you got a couple of police officers there, you don't start bucking up.
Yeah.
with them,
First
okay?
of all, you're outnumbered.
you're outnumbered.
Second of all,
You're going to get hurt. And
You're going to jail.
And then you're going to jail, and then your charges are increased. Just say, sir, yes, sir, and then
have
put
you
your hands
noticed
where they
that
tell you to do.
there's been a lot of crazy lately?
Well, he got physical. He had to be subdued and restrained. The
Okay.
officers had minor injuries. Kuntz was arrested back in 2006 for armed robbery.
Yes.
Robbery with a dangerous weapon or whatever.
And
He
why
had a
is he
gun.
out?
During Wednesday, that was in 2006. During Wednesday's arrest, officers took a pistol from him.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to have a gun. When you're a convicted felon, you don't have the privilege of having a gun anymore. I mean, the right.
Yeah.
You don't have a privilege. You don't have the right to have a gun. So he faces charges for that and assaulting police officers and resisting arrest. Another.
If he
breaking and
is found
entering.
guilty of these
Well,
charges, then
he's
he'll
charged
probably
with
go
it,
away for a
and
while.
he's got possession of a gun by a convicted felon.
Right.
That's number 2
Number
for
2.
that. So that's an issue. That could get him 6 or 8 weeks in jail. That's my sarcasm.
That's your sarcasm, right? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about as confident in taking this guy out of circulation for any real time as I am in Iran playing nice. Okay, guys.
All right.
Y'all
We'll
have
see
a
you
great
Monday.
weekend. Be safe. I don't want to be reading about you on Monday
Nope.
unless it's a good thing. All right, which you probably won't be. If you make news, you're probably going to be bad news. Have a great, safe weekend. Just go to a rain dance because we still need some water coming down from the
I know,
sky.
I'm going to go out and dance in my backyard where nobody can see me.
Naked again.
Maybe, yeah. That's what it
Naked
takes.
again in the backyard. Everybody go to get naked and get in your backyards
doing
and dance for the rain. Just
All
come
right.
on down, rain. It keeps your
Right.
clothes from getting wet. You're live in Local Real Talk where we're mostly awake most times.
Never woke.
We never gonna be woke.
That's right.
Have a great weekend and be safe. Bye, ya.